I don't know how you do it, Bill. And I'm not sure how old you felt when you came into Muscoda today, but you're going to leave about 10 years older. That had so much drama to it. You knew it would, but how do you feel right now?
Pretty awesome. The kids played hard and didn't give up. Wasn't the cleanest game we played all year, but definitely they left it all on the field, and that's what it's all about.
Everyone was wondering, Cashin 24-1 team, hadn't played a lot of tough teams, not a lot of teams with winning records, but we found out today why they're so good. They put the ball in play. Yeah,
they do. It was tough to get strikeouts, and Nikki's best pitch, they were taking it away. They were staying on top of that rise ball, and we really haven't had that happen all year. So had to make a few adjustments as the game went on, and but did that, and the kids did a pretty good job.
Let's talk about some of the key moments of this game. Leaving runners on base early, obviously frustrating in any game, but today, how big a deal was it, and how bad did you feel that you wasted a few opportunities early?
It always hurts when you leave the people on base, but we had bases loaded that one inning, and Sarah was up, and she hit that hard line drive up the middle. I thought it was through, and pitcher made a great play on it, and Haley Kamer was on third base, got off too far, which can't blame her for that.
Not at all.
And they made a double play out of it. The ball goes a foot the other way. It's a 2-run hit. So they made some plays too, but then we got out of a bases loaded jam there in the what was it, the 5th inning or 6th inning as well. Yep. So our defense stepped up when they had to there.
You did manage to push across the run. There were, I think, 3 sacrifice flies in this game, which says a lot about a sectional final when you have to resort to that to try to manufacture runs. So you get back, you get that first run in the 5th, with Alexis reaching and then coming around, stealing a couple bases, scoring on another sac fly. But that 2-out rally, with Sarah Jordan getting the single and then Cheyenne following. I don't know if everybody in the park believed how big that was going to be, but boy, oh boy, to get that extra run and take your first lead was huge.
That was huge. First of all, Sarah clutched up there with 2 outs. Lots of times the hitter gets up there and nobody on, and they're like, okay, the inning's probably over. But she stepped up, she got a hit, stole second base, and then Cheyenne, she stepped up big. She had a pretty good game, hitting all game.
Yeah.
It was a little nerves there early, and pretty much I didn't want that to take us out of the game, so I took her out defensively. But I knew I could go back to her in the clutch when I had to, and she really came through there huge with that hit in that inning and drove in that run and picked one up. Really weren't expecting on picking up.
And then you get the one in the bottom of the 6th, and that was maybe one of, in my book, the easiest coaching decision you ever made to have Alexis Gex bunt the ball, because she's become a master at it. And with a fast runner on third and Deacoff, it just seemed like everything set up perfectly for that situation.
Absolutely. I don't know how many times Alexis has bunted and got on base, but the girl is so fast. And in that situation, I'm just thinking, get the bunt down. And I looked over at Danielle and I said, now you got to get a good jump on this and get in there and get down. And she got in there and scored. And Alexis, they didn't even make a play on her. And I don't know if they would have got her out if they would have made a play at first. So.
Yeah, definitely. And the 7th inning, I don't know if you realize this, but the only time today that you retired cash in an order was the 7th. And it didn't come easy. That play at first by Cheyenne was just one of the biggest bang-bang plays I've ever seen, especially in that situation. And what were you seeing when that ball went rocketing down towards first?
To tell you the truth, first thing I'm thinking is, oh no, that's going to be a double. And then Cheyenne came up and made a great play, laid out for it and got to it, and that was huge. That was so big. Hats off to her, because like I said before, I pulled her out of the game earlier, but it was just because you let those nerves relax a little bit and then, get back into the game. And I believe that her getting those couple hits got her back into the game and made her go out there, and then she was in a more relaxed state then in that play. So
it's not easy these days, Bill, to pull someone but it's high school sports. They're supposed to learn from this. I think Cheyenne learned a lot today, and I would hope that if there's ever an ounce of negative thoughts in her mind going forward, she'll remember her day here in Muscoda.
Absolutely, and and softball's a sport too, where when you got the flex DP in that, and you can switch people in and out. If somebody's having a bad inning or something, you can switch them like that, and that's the one big advantage that we have, and that's a point in her life where I hope she never does forget. I hope she never forgets this game, because that's something that she'll go to every time she goes to school, she'll think about what she done. And pretty amazing.
pretty amazing, and now you go to the state tournament, which obviously is really amazing because the team's never been there before. What does it mean to get there? You know that in all likelihood, there's an Oakfield team probably on the other side of the bracket, a perennial power. But at this point, with as much as this team has accomplished, does it even matter who you play with as magical as you guys have been in getting to this point?
You go there and you play the game anyways. It doesn't matter who you play. You go there and play your game, and you never know what's going to happen. And I tell you what, it feels pretty darn good. It's good for the school. It's good for our program. We've had some great teams come up in the last 6 years, and I think about 3 years ago we played in the sectional final and ended up losing that ball game. And our program is built. This win was for everybody who's come through the program, and the program has been built by each of these players. These kids, when they were young, they were looking up to these great players, and that's kind of what I told them on the way up. I said, you're playing for everybody.
Wasn't there an Amber Ramos who was a pitcher not too long ago that probably should have been in the state tournament, but again, you just can't ever take that for granted, and she showed it's hard to get there.
It absolutely is. It's an honor to get there, and you make it there, you go there, and you play your hearts out. And I've been telling the girls the last couple of weeks, I said, just don't leave the field thinking, I didn't try my hardest. You're going to make errors. You're going to make mistakes. But go out there and just leave it all out in the field anyways. If you make a mistake, the next one, tell yourself you're going to make the next play.
Well, Bill, the scene behind you